Okay, hey y'all, this is Jaz.
And I'm Roe.
And this is our first podcast. It's called Too Young for Marriage. This is episode 1. Episode 1 is about infidelity.
Mm-hmm. And most people don't even know what infidelity means, so go ahead and give them that definition real quick.
Okay, so if you do a Google search, according to Google, infidelity is the action or state of being unfaithful to a spouse or other sexual partner. All right, but you got to get your sources. Tuskegee taught me well. From Psychology Today, it says infidelity is breaking a promise to remain faithful to a sexual partner.
Now, I don't know about you, but just about everyone that I know, they've been cheated on before in a relationship. So I guess the question today is, what happens when you are the one that's doing the cheating? Now, I don't know from a woman's perspective, but what are some things that, I guess, force men to cheat? And I'll say, and I can't speak for all men, but for me, I guess it would be opportunity. If an opportunity presents itself, if Rihanna, just happened to walk in.
You would say Ree.
But if she just happened to walk in, and I know I'm never going to see this lady in life, and she says, hey, you trying to do a little something? Just might have to. What about you? What about a woman's perspective?
Well, what if I walk in? No, okay.
But you ain't Rihanna, though.
Don't even do that.
And she thick?
Stop. Okay. Y'all finna get cut up. All right. So from a woman's perspective, I would say, Baby Roe, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I would say, what causes a woman to cheat? Most of the time, women, we're emotional creatures, so we wouldn't necessarily just up and decide, oh, I'm going to cheat on this, this guy that I care about, like Issa did.
So it takes time for a woman to cheat?
What's her name? Issa. I mean, it takes time. Like, over time, I feel like if your boyfriend mistreating you, then you could easily be in the club with your homegirls and a nice guy approaches you. He might be everything you're looking for. Y'all hear my son. I guess he hype. But he might be everything y'all, that you looking for, and you don't know him. So he could be like any other guy. But if he comes and treats you better than what you getting treated now, Issa, what's her name?
Issa Rae.
Issa, yeah. She's back, y'all better go watch it. And look at me, free publicity. But she ended up going off and being with another man because old dude wasn't giving her what she felt like she could get better, whether it was sex, whether it was love, whatever. She felt like she could get better. But we're going to skip. We'll come back to that. My thing is, what are the signs of infidelity? Like, how do you know somebody is cheating on you? And you can't, all these signs that we're about to give y'all, we got it off of professionalcounseling.com. Now, disclaimer, you can not only depend on these as your signs. Now, don't leave and say.
A million signs that somebody is cheating on you.
Right,
these
right.
are just a few that the general public agrees with.
Right, okay. So these are some things that you should look for. All right, body language is one, but you have to be careful because just because this body language switches up a little bit doesn't mean anything. Use your common sense now, okay? Now, what is said, that's number 2. If they start talking reckless, that's an example. How it is said, which is if they're being a little bit sketchy, like, can you go to the store for me real quick? And you like, what? It's probably because when you gone, he gonna be doing something he ain't got no business doing. All right. The last one is actions that don't fit his or her values and beliefs. Okay. Now, if they start doing stuff that's out of the normal, that's strange, then you might just want to look into that. You never know. All right. So if we go back to body language, though, then you'll see. Well, you won't see nothing because I'm telling you, but it's the behavior signs. Now, all of these, disclaimer, all of these are not 100% accurate, but you use your best judgment, okay? Now, you have avoiding conversation, avoiding certain subjects. If you're talking about, some girl, what's up with that girl at your job? And they like, ha, 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 nothing, you might want to look into that.
We just friends. We just cool.
Yeah, we just friends.
We just cool.
Yeah, okay. You look too serious when you're doing it. Changing the subject for no apparent reason. If you're talking about something that probably has to do with cheating, they'll change the subject. Hiding their phone, we all know that.
Right.
Why you being so suspicious? Changing the way they dress. That
That's a hit or miss, but if it's somebody new working at their job, you know what I'm saying, and your girl or your guy taking a little bit more effort to get ready this morning, you know how when you crack open your new cologne, spray it on you 100 times just to make sure you smell good. But yeah, continue. I'm sorry.
Y'all, please ignore him. All right, the next one was starting to go to the gym. That's a hit or miss, too.
That is a complete miss. I don't believe in that one. Continue.
Because he in the gym. That's why. Paying more attention to appearance,
And
what they look like.
That goes back to changing dress style.
Yeah, sort of the same thing. Dropping a name too often. Now, if he's talking about if he repeats a girl's name a lot, come on now. What you like her? What is it? You kind of put two and two together then.
And that's a hit or miss too. It just depends.
No, see, y'all finna get him cut up. We need to go to the last one. Okay. Acting out of the ordinary generally. That goes back to, them starting to do stuff that isn't normal. Like, why are you all of a sudden going to the club a lot? Why are you all of a sudden doing this a lot? If they starting to do different things, you're not hanging out with the same people, but now you hanging out with more new friends, you hanging out with more people now. It's
But do you believe that people change?
I mean, yes, I believe people change, but not overnight. If you change overnight, it's because something is going on.
I mean, but let's be real. Most of these behavior signs aren't going to just happen overnight. Acting out.
If somebody starts hiding their phone, it does. If you hiding your phone, if you all of a sudden, I'm trying to get right for the summertime, and this is for a female. If you notice your female, she trying to get sexy this summer. What you getting sexy for? I understand you want to look good, but
I think all of these are progression, though. Like hiding your phone. Like the first step in hiding your phone would probably be getting the passcode. If you don't have a passcode, say my phone is unlocked. My first step would be getting a passcode. Then you're gonna say, why do you have a passcode? Then I'm gonna say, why?
If you smart enough, you will get their passcode. Trust me, I done did it plenty of times. Yeah. If they get a passcode and they switch it up, you better get that code, girl. Don't listen to me. I'm a bad influence. Don't listen. But those are some of the things you should look for. Now, the last question, or let's say if you think somebody is cheating on you, these signs sound familiar, then the last question would be,
now, what do you do about the situation?
Yeah, so I think they're cheating. You think they're cheating. Let's pretend I'm your friend. What do you do next? What's the last thing you do? All right? Okay, so, we ain't going to tell y'all right now. We'll tell you on the next episode, on episode 2. So make sure you tune in next week, same day next week. And that way, we'll decide what you should do next. And you'll also hear some crazy stories from some of our listeners. And some of these, they crazy, okay? But we don't want you to do the same thing. We're just trying to see what should I do next in this scenario.
Look, man, make sure y'all follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And as always, if you're taking advice from somebody, please make sure they are already where you want to be at in life.
Right. And that just simply means, everybody wants to give you advice. Everybody. But you always want to take advice from somebody who is either going where you going or is already there. That's common sense. But thank y'all again for listening and tuning in. Look for our next episode next week, same time. And we will talk to y'all then.
Peace.